the day that I get my project car back. Now, the ones that know what I've been going through for the past, I want to say, 2.5 years. And, well, I'll just show you in a bit what I got going on now. I guess you could say it's a new, old project. I mean, it's been so long that during that downtime, I went and bought the S2000 just so I have something to work on and enjoy. And honestly, I could say I probably forgot about it during the time I was working on the S2000. But I think now's the time to get it back. Put some work in it, give it some love again, and let's get her back on the road. Okay, so what I'm about to show you might hurt some of you guys. So this is my 2001 Phoenix Yellow Integra Type R. And it's been here for 2.5 years, and this is the result I get. For the most part, it's painted, but it still needs a lot of work. Like for instance, the engine bay, it's prepped, but it's not painted. I have the interior, I gotta put everything together, but you can see right here, it is a real Type R, and just the condition that it's in, it's kind of hurts the heart, hurts the soul. I guess we're just gonna call this Rise of the Phoenix, because it's coming back from the dead for sure. There she is. Good old home. I gotta move this bucket over here. Okay. Oh, God. Shout out to my boy Matt. Appreciate it, brother.
Anything to help the homies get back in these streets.
And Matt. The Matt's mother.
It's like you get to drive your car again almost.
Yeah, almost. Ugh. I'll just get in it again.
Super easy to steer.
Yeah. There's no weight in the front. There's no weight anywhere, honestly. Imagine just driving it like this.
This is the fastest this car's been
In years. Years. Jesus. Now that we have the car here, we could assess the damage and basically what has been done and what has not been done. And like I said before, this car was at the body shop for 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, honestly, it was just pure laziness. Pure laziness. Like, I got the car back, and I guess he was wet sanding and buffing, but didn't even finish. You could feel it's rough right here. And you come to this side, it's shiny. You can see my reflection there. And here it's just dull. So, I mean, you could see the wet sand, scuffs, and just still needs a lot of work. It's kind of disappointing to see it like this, but honestly, I have to just roll with the punches, I guess. Now, I have everything new. I have the quarter windows new. I have moldings new. I have all the decals. He was in the middle of also putting the front end back on. And he did all the prep work. Let me see. pop the hood. I can't even. The doors I just kind of had to like front in place. They're not even lined up or anything. And then he had it sitting for so long now. On the bottom here, I think it's on the other door. On the bottom here, you could see it's already chipping after it being painted. Like right here, he painted the keyholes. I mean, it's kind of a disaster. Also, right here, I had Lexan windows in the rear, and the caulking is still on there, and he just painted right over it. I mean, working with body shops, it's kind of hit or miss. So I'm gonna start off just cleaning everything for sitting. Look at all this dust, all this sanding dust and garbage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through everything, put parts back up that need to be put up, align everything as best as I can. And I mean, mostly the car just needs to be wet sand and buffed completely. The fenders need to be painted. The hood needs to be painted. Front and rear bumpers are painted. The engine bay needs to be painted. And it just needs love. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, so I was able to mount the doors. Got new latches. I still need some like fine adjustments, but for the most part, they're on there. Now I could get in and out of the car rather than just being hung there. So I gotta clean all of this disaster, all these moldings. I have new moldings. I just got to assess what's good and what's bad with these, but I want to say all of these are bad. And we got Sandor here, my boy, just hanging out with me. And when I dropped off the car, I didn't have optional side skirts. When I left with the car, all of a sudden I have optional side skirts that are painted. And I dropped it off with the PCI side skirts, hoping that it'd be painted, and they're not painted. And my front lip and my rear spoiler and an OEM. So it's just a disaster. I can't put it any more lightly than that. So okay, so I took off the hood so you could see the work that he's done, if you want to even call it that. Like, I'm going over the car and I'm just getting so frustrated. I keep seeing a lot of little things, a lot of, like, look at this, plastic clips that were here, he painted over it, so I had to take them out, and it was kind of finding me, so gotta redo all the door jambs now. So it's prepped-ish. Like, all the studs that were here, told him to remove it, and he smoothed everything out, but it's not painted. Continue on. Now, I used to have a Jap front, and I switched back over to a USDM front because, of course, original Type R. That's why it's different color here, and I just swapped it back to the original front end. And I was able to clean a lot of the stuff that was inside. Sitting in that shop for 2 years, I just collected a bunch of dust from paint and a lot of other garbage that was just caked up in here. So for the most part, I cleaned up pretty well. I'm gonna try to put the bumpers on right now and see how everything fits and looks. Okay, so this is pretty much where we're at right now. Put the bumper on, put the lip on. It's a PCI lip. I have a splitter for it as well. I'm just kind of fronting it on there. I just want to see the car looking like somewhat of a car again. I have to take everything out again later on because I have to take it to another body shop and see if they could do a better job. I hate dealing with body shops. I really wish I knew how to do body work because then I would do it myself. But I'd rather leave it to a professional. As you see here, I have a Lexan rear hatch glass. And this is discontinued. They don't make these anymore, and it's kind of beat up. It's all scratched up here. I'm gonna see if I could try to restore it. If not, I think I'm just gonna put back an OEM glass. I'm still undecided with the carbon to put back an OEM one. I do have OEM rear quarters, brand new, that I'm gonna put on. I have new moldings. I have the decals. Oh, I ended up putting the optional side skirt. If I have it, might as well try to use it. And it looks pretty decent, but I'm not gonna be using that. I have the PCI side skirts. I'm gonna try to make this as flat as possible, because this is gonna be a track car. Squint your eyes really tight to the point where they're closing. You could imagine it being an Integra. After a long day, I'm actually looking forward to getting things done on this car. It's been over 2.5 years since I actually put hands on this car. I have the headlights, you know, but like I said, I got to take everything off anyway. I just wanted to put everything and see how everything fits. Everything lines up. You know, I still have to adjust the doors. I got a lot of work. If you're interested in what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think, how the car looks now, and we're going to be putting in a lot of work to see the end product. So, stay tuned. Ella Bill, out.